Hey guys, it's YOU WACK, and of course, the day that I upload the video talking about the updates and where they're at and why they're taking so long, it just so conveniently happens that a massive update comes onto the PTR today. So whenever an update happens to a lot of heroes, what I like to do is compare them to the live servers versus the PTR, because a lot of my viewers are console players, and as you guys probably know, you guys don't get PTR on console. So I just like to compare the two just to ease a little bit of your anxiety, because maybe your favorite hero got nerfed. Unless it's Hanzo, then what are you doing here? Why is your favorite hero Hanzo? Or maybe you're like me and your favorite hero's MEI and you're probably crying because your favorite hero just got nerfed, but it's probably not that bad. Or at least just comparing them against bots. But that's why I like to do it, because some people freak out for no reason. You look at the nerfs and you're like, oh, that's not so bad. Maybe this is good for the game. So let's compare some of the nerfs. There aren't a lot of them compared to past patches, but there definitely are more nerfs than buff. In fact, there's just one buff. So the first hero up is what I'm gonna be considering the biggest nerf out of all of these, which is with Baptiste, because his immortality field got a 5-second duration. So you're gonna see on PTR, it disappears right away, and the cooldown on that immortality field increased a whole 5 seconds, which is a lot. And of course, his ultimate had to get nerfed too, because now they increased it to where it costs 20% more to get it, which is a lot. Now for the main nerf, it's not so bad, because whenever you're freezing the enemy, you can still freeze them, but they have an opportunity to get away from you a little bit faster, because the slowdown did increase rather from 70% to 90%, which means you have 90% mobility. As you can see right here on PTR, the bot is able to get away from you a little bit faster. D.Va's buff, the only buff in this patch, and it's the most simplest buff of all time. The cooldown increase from 5 seconds to 3 seconds. So this basically means you can kind of stay in the air almost for the whole entire time. While fortifying with Orisa, you can only have a damage reduction of 40% now. That's going to be extremely important when you're all out of armor. When you do have armor, it's not so terrible, but still noticeable. Hanzo's you can't see right away, but whenever you're fire, primary form of fire, it does take a little bit longer to meet your target, because the speed of the projectile did get slowed. And Doomfist's nerf is also somewhat unnoticeable, where the recovery time increased very slightly, 0.3 seconds. So overall, were these changes good? Typically, I don't like to project my opinions, because it could be seen as me being biased, where typically I just like to show the gameplay and have you decide for yourself, because there's going to be a lot of people saying that this patch was the greatest thing of all time. There's going to be people that say this was a useless patch, or that these changes were terrible. Stop nerfing these heroes that didn't deserve a nerf, this, that, and the other. And well, I don't think this is going to be too drastic of a change for Overwatch, if I'm going to be honest. Obviously, the biggest changes were with MEI and Baptiste, but that's because those were the heroes that were being cried about for the longest time. Baptiste's immortality field was being treated like an ultimate, but it was an ability. And MEI, yes, I know, she is annoying to go against. There's a lot of times where people think I'm going to be biased for my favorite hero, when I know fully well how annoying it is. And at least in this case, these two heroes, the annoying factors or the skillless factors are going to be less of a desirable need when playing with those heroes, but they still have their place in Overwatch. So I really do think that this patch was just meant for Baptiste and MEI. These other heroes, they received tiny little changes that I don't think will be, again, too game changing compared to like maybe Baptiste or MEI. But those are just my tiny little thoughts, but hopefully you enjoyed this video and enjoyed the double upload. A YOU WACK episode will be posted tomorrow, hopefully, but I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. More Overwatch videos to come, and bye.